Parents, do you feel severely stressed out, overwhelmed by the increase in household chores, or even burdened by having to play the role of parent, teacher, and friend to your children? Well, on today's episode, we're going to be focusing on parental burnout and how you as a parent can prevent these occurrences. All this and more on Adaptive Adjustments. Thanks for joining us on yet another episode of Adaptive Adjustments. I'm your host, Antonica, registered mental nurse, certified mediator, and founder of the youth empowerment organization Children's in Action. For today's episode, we'll be interviewing mental health professional for over 25 years in the field, also Master of Health Administration, Mrs. Kamima Philip Lambert, who is going to share with us some key tips in preventing parental burnout and successful ways to enhance dialogue between you and your family members. For this interview, we conducted a survey which focused on factors affecting parents and compiled a list of questions for Mrs. Lambert to expatiate on. Let's get right into it. Mrs. Lambert, thanks for joining us. Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
A pleasant good day to all. I am Kamima Philip Lambert. I'm here on behalf of Children in Action, and I'll be speaking to you today on parental and family burnout in this COVID time. Well, who am I to speak to you on this matter? Well, having worked in the health sector for over 25 years, a registered mental nurse for well over a decade, former assistant hospital administrator at the St. Anne's Hospital, and now working with the children at the Child Guidance Clinic. It's with these competencies that I come to you today.
Wow, indeed a woman of many hats. Can you enlighten us as to the focus areas for today's topic of parental burnout?
I will touch on a few areas, 5 areas to be specific. I'll touch on a comfortable home activities that could be done at home, allocation of duties within the home, talking about feelings within the home, and rewards.
Lovely. Now, for our first question, what are some measures that parents can adopt in creating or even maintaining a comfortable home?
Now, with that said, a comfortable home. One of the things we could do, remember, we want to help with burnout. So we could adjust. We would like to adjust our physical environment. All of your nice ornaments, glass tables, all this that. Remember, we have young adults, little teenagers, some children maybe as young as 10 going up there, and you want them to feel comfortable within the home. So you would put those things on the back burner, remove those things from the general living area. If you could, you remove those things so people would feel comfortable to sit, to enjoy the space, so they would want to be at home.
Sounds like a lot of work. How can these measures benefit the parents though?
So that parents will eliminate your worry, because you want them inside. We don't want our young adults outside of the home. We want them in the home. Good.
I totally agree. Now, what would you say are some activities that parents can partake in to engage other family members?
With regards to the home-based activities, they are so numerous. According to your family and your family time, the amount of members in your family, you can organize a book club right in the home. Books that they enjoy, right? Books that they enjoy. And you speak about these books, and it will encourage reading, self-expression.
As you may know, not everyone may be an avid reader. However, what are some activities that you may suggest in addition to those mentioned before?
You could start a garden, plant a kitchen garden, updates on your daily 2 days updates on your crops that you plant. They are short-term crops that you could plant and that you could use. That would also help with the economic part of it, okay, in this time of COVID.
Referencing the topic of gardening, what are some other natural resources that parents can use to enhance the activities of their daily living?
You might already have fruit trees, picking fruits, making use of what we have around us. Again, like limes, we could pick limes if we have a lime tree. We make juice with that, instead of having to purchase juices and so at the grocery store every time, you know, those monies would add up. So these is just some ideas, things that you could do.
Those were all excellent points mentioned. However, some parents may find it a bit tedious. How do they stand to benefit from partaking in activities such as these?
Parents, they might sound trivial, but that will alleviate your stress because you'll be more engaged with your child. And let me tell you, when a smile is on your child's face, your stress and anxiety level will automatically decrease. I'm telling you, as a parent and as a mental health care professional.
Well, parents, there you have it. As Mrs. Lambert said, utilize your natural resources, be cost effective, which will in turn eliminate stress. Mrs. Lambert, I want to thank you for your contributions, and we do look forward to seeing you in part 2 of Parental Burnout. So in recapping, we would have interviewed Mrs. Lambert, who would have expanded on creating and maintaining a comfortable home, activities to be done within the home, as well as simple ways in which you as parents can utilize your natural resources to become economically stable, which will enhance your economic stability and by extension, reduce stress. Join me in part 2 of this interview, where Mrs. Lambert is going to focus on allocations of duties within the home, talking about feelings and rewards. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on how this video has impacted you. I am your host, Antonica. See you on my next video.